Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa game. Today we're going to be doing a qualifying series with Norway. They seem like a decent nation on this game. They've got well-rounded stats. They're 3.5-star team. And they've qualified 3 times for the World Cup in the past. I believe their last appearance at a World Cup was 2002. So these were the actual groups that happened in 2010. But as you guys know, we have to randomize it. So in 3, 2, 1... boom! And we are in a group with Armenia, Denmark, Sweden, Slovakia, Belgium, and that is our group. So we've got Sweden and Denmark, which could be quite interesting because that's sort of Scandinavia. I hope that's the right term, or Nordic, however you want to call it. We've got Armenia here, Slovakia, and then Belgium. So even Belgium there is quite close to Norway. So it's almost quite a nice regionalized group apart from Slovakia and Armenia. Okay then, checking out the squad for Norway, we have some players that I do recognise, of course. We got Haaland at centre-back. We have John Arne Riise, who used to play for Liverpool. We also have another Riise there. I don't know if that's his brother or a relation or not. I can't say I've heard of the other Riise, but obviously I have heard of John Arne Riise. We have Morgan Gamps Pedersen there in the left midfield, who used to play at the time. I want to say he used to play for Blackburn around this time. Used to be a very, very good player. We have Husklepp up top. If you watched KSI's videos back in the day, you will know who Husklepp is. And of course, we have John Carew up top, a star player. He will be a vital part of this run. Now, John Carew, I believe, used to play for Aston Villa at this time as well, I think. And before we get started, just to show you guys, it is on legendary difficulty because it is the best and most fun way to play this game. Here we go then, away from home against Armenia for this match. I haven't done any of the sort of Scandinavian Nordic nations sort of thing on like a qualifying run. I haven't done Sweden on this game. I haven't done Finland. I haven't done Denmark. I haven't done Norway until now. So yeah, it's nice to actually get into this region of the world and actually do some qualifying runs with them. Carew, Husklepp, he still has the ball here, and he's taken out. That is going to be an early penalty within the first 4 minutes of the game. Armenia have conceded a penalty, and that's a red card. Well, that is the best start that we could hope for, but for Armenia, that is a terrible start. Alright, John Arne Riise to take this penalty. It's in the green. Riise, yes, he has scored. And that is 1-0. John Arne Riise open to scoring in the 4th minute for Norway. A penalty. It's 1-0. Twisting and turning here. Out to the edge of the box. Grindhelm. Can he do it? No, just saved by the keeper. But it's a bright start for Norway here in this first match. To be expected, you know, Armenia are a 1-star team. Husklepp to Carew. Pushing his way past, that's a save. And it's deflected in from Husklepp. And that is 2-0 against Armenia. This should be pretty much a victory. It was very unlucky from Armenia's point of view to concede that. It was deflected from the goalkeeper and I tapped it in. I don't really like scoring those types of goals. They're quite cheap. Here comes Pashian. He puts it into the box, and there was slow reactions from the defence, but the team feels slow, and it will do in the beginning match. There's no form, there's no nothing with them, so of course we've got to build this form and make sure that Norway become a little bit of a powerhouse in this group. There's no massive team in this group. Like, you know, you got your Sweden and you got your Denmark in there, but there's no Germany, there's no England, there's no France. Here comes Carew. Running. Is there a chance? He slots it in for 3-0, and that's John Carew's first goal of this qualifying campaign, and hopefully more to come. Of course, you can't really get too excited from beating a nation like Armenia with Norway. Norway are a lot stronger. Through ball. Arisa. Cross that one in. And good save from the Armenian keeper to keep that one out. It's going to be a corner to Norway. Pedersen to Carew. It's gone in, and that's 4-0. And what a way to end this game. Carew gets 2 goals in this match. Pedersen's been really good with the assists and been a perfect start for Norway. We have beaten Armenia by 4-0. As expected, to be honest. I didn't want to be overconfident about it, but Norway are the better team. Now comes the real test against the rest of the group. The game loves injuring key players, doesn't it, before big matches. Haaland and John Arisa out in training before the game against Sweden. Here we go then. Back at home for the second match against Sweden. A very, very big match coming up. 2 neighbours going against each other for World Cup qualification. Through ball. Can John Carew get there? He is here. And he scores to make it 1-0 to Norway over Sweden. If we can get John Carew on like elite form, then, you know, he'll be like unstoppable. He kind of reminds me of like a Rooney type player. Over the top. John Carew there, great control, and he puts it in for 2. John Carew is just coming alive in this qualifying campaign. 2-0 against Sweden. The ball over the top though was amazing, and the control as well. Like I said, John Carew is very strong on this game and can be an absolute beast when you get him going. That's a tackle, but still pushing through, and Majstorovic gets rid of it. Slovakia are 4-0 up over Armenia. That's a big result for Slovakia at the moment. Crossed in by Carew, and Husklep couldn't get it. Grindhound. Cross that in. It's headed in. And that's Risa, but the other Risa, he scores to make it 3-0. And Norway are really just taking it to Sweden here. 3-0 at their own ground. Like, you know, this is exceptional from Norway. What a start. Through ball. Husklep. Can he score? Not that time. I don't know why I went for that kind of shot. It's here. Carew. Oh, that's just saved by the Swedish keeper. We are all over Sweden. We are all over them. Like, with a team like Norway, once you get them going, it can be a little bit too easy sometimes. Pedersen to cross it in and head it away. It's a through ball, and they've caught me here. It's Berg. What can he do? Can he actually score for Sweden? He has. Okay, well, finally, something's happened on the Swedish end, and Berg has scored to make it 3-1. Through ball, and Berg is through again, and he's put it in for 3-2. Okay, well, I think that's going to be end of the game, but Sweden, little bit of a mini comeback. Of course, they didn't complete the comeback. They won't be completing it because once we pass it around a little bit, it'll be game over. And that is going to be it. 3-2 against Sweden. Very, very good competitive game between these two neighbours, and we move on to our next qualifying match. That was quite a fun match, and I saw Norway's potential in full there. Like, we were scoring goals in the first half, like, for fun. Then obviously we started conceding and slowing down in the second half, but it gives me very, very good vibes for the rest of the qualifying campaign. Our next match is going to be against Belgium, and we're back at home for this one. This time it's not raining. It's a very sunny day here in Norway. Go on. Here comes Husklep. Oh my god, wide again? Husklep, please. Like, we could be 1-0 up by now if we weren't missing chances thanks to you. Through ball. Can John Carew put us 1-0 up here? He can. He can indeed. And that is 1-0 to Norway. And John Carew was the one to score in the 39th minute. Husklep missed tons of chances, so we had to rely on Carew to do it for us. Well, 1-0 up. I'm quite happy about that, despite Belgium coming close a couple of times. Pedersen. Header off the bar. And, oh no, not quite. Header again. Couldn't quite do it. It's half-time in this match. It is 1-0 to Norway. And hopefully we can see this game out. Belgium have pressed us a little bit. But Norway, defensively, still remaining strong. Fellaini crosses that in. That's going to be, yes, it's the goal. And that's the equaliser for Belgium. It's Kevin Morales who scored. And that is 1-1. Very, very good cross by Fellaini. And there was nobody there really to cover him. I don't know where number 4 was going. But that's fine. Well, that's a really bad pass. And here comes Husklep. He still can't put it in the back of the net against Belgium. Alright. Pedersen to cross it in and punched away. Vindoroy. Here comes Haaland. There's no way, right? Oh, I mean, we got our own little Haaland here. Obviously not Erling Haaland, but still a Haaland. That's a good ball. That was a terrible finish, though. What was John Carew doing? I don't understand how you don't put that kind of shot in the back of the net. So after this match, Norway and Belgium draw 1-1. A ton of wasted chances for Norway in this match. John Carew missed a sitter at the end. Husklep couldn't score either. You know, we were lucky to get 1 goal at the start of the match. But after that, we just couldn't even score anymore. So instead of having Slovakia or Denmark, we're back against Belgium, this time away from home. I don't think you can really tell if it's away from home because we have the same stadium, like the same sort of style of stadium that is. Over the top, here comes Hazard, out on the wing, and it's blocked. It's going to be a corner to Belgium. It's annoying that like you have to play some of these teams twice in the same video, you know? It's kind of annoying because like once you play them, they're like, okay, I want to play someone else, and instead you end up playing them again. Through ball, it's Husklep. He finally scores against Belgium, and that is 1-0. Finally, Husklep has done it in front of net after having tons of shots against Belgium. He actually finally delivers. To Tete. Oh, good save. And Alexander Tete was unlucky to not score there. Would have been a good goal if he could have got that one. Half time, and it's been an awkward game. Despite us being 1-0 up, it's just been a tad awkward to try and actually score more goals like it was in the first game. Crossed in. John Carew. Off the post. That's very unlucky. We still have it. Crossed in, and okay, not a great cross into the box. Again, we're having the same trouble as we did against Belgium in the first fixture against them. Just not being able to score more goals. And that might come back to bite us again if Belgium go for on goal and score. Pedersen to cross it in. Header, and that's tipped. And Carew still has it. Go on. Oh, good save. Here come Belgium. It's a save again. They are knocking on the door looking for that equaliser. The goalkeeper's up for this one. What can we do to stop him? It's headed. It's gone in. Of course. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. And it's because we couldn't score our chances in the rest of the match. And it's a 90th minute equaliser from Belgium. We cannot beat them. We cannot beat Belgium. And Axel Witsel has scored to make it 1-1. It was so annoying that we couldn't score more goals in that match. And I kind of blame Husklep for that. We had so many chances with Husklep. And yes, he did score. But he should have scored more. He absolutely should have scored more. Don't get me wrong. A draw away from home is still okay. But man, we should have won that match. We bottled it in the 90th minute. Our next match is going to be against Denmark. We are back at home for this one. And this will be the halfway point in the whole campaign. So hopefully we can beat Denmark here and go just a tiny bit ahead of the rest of the group. It's quite close, I believe, in this group, as you can see here. I mean, Sweden have pulled away a little bit, but again, we have games in hand on Sweden. I feel like Norway are kind of slipping away a tad from their dominant start. It's a bit of a shame. It really is a bit of a shame how they've just not really capitalised on most of the chances we've had. Through ball. It's Husklep. No, he's not going to score that. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. We've had tons of chances, and yet we're so wasteful. We are so wasteful. Crossed in, and that was almost spilt into the Danish player's path. Husklep, will he finish it off? Yes, he did, but it was from the deflection. I mean, I was about to get a little bit mad at the fact that he missed that chance again. I know the goalkeeper saved it, but yeah, no. Luckily, it's spilt out, and it's 1-0 to Norway. Denmark here pushing, and Norway just about get it. Over the top. Oh, beautiful ball. Here comes John Carew. And he puts it to Husklep. He has to. Yes, it's 2-0. That was fantastic play from Norway. The ball over the top, the pass from Carew, and the shot by Husklep to make it 2-0. And that was very unselfish from John Carew to make it 2-0 now against Denmark. So Denmark have barely had any chances in this game, really. I mean, they've had a shot from distance, which was saved. But other than that, no real clear-cut chance. And here comes Hauger. He could score if he wants to. He does, yes. An unlikely source of goals in this campaign. Hauger has scored to make it 3-0 against Denmark. Is our scoring crisis over? Jensen, he crosses that one in. And it's just headed towards goal, but nothing doing there from Denmark. Once we boot this one away, it will be a really good 3-0 victory here for Norway. And that's a big 3 points. We really needed a statement here against Denmark after dropping points twice against Belgium. So we are at the halfway point in this group for us, and we are currently sat third in the table. However, we have a game in hand on Sweden and Belgium, and if you want to get more technical, I mean, Armenia have already played 8 games somehow, so we have 3 games in hand on them, and they're finished anyway. So yeah, that is the group standing. Sweden is top, Belgium is second, Norway in third, Denmark just behind us, and so are Slovakia. In the other European groups, we have Latvia on top there in Group B. Unbeaten. Really, really well done, Latvia, for going unbeaten so far. Greece just behind them, and Georgia not too far behind either. So that group there, I mean, that's a really good qualifying group. In Group C, it's Portugal, unbeaten in that one, and they have 13 points. Scotland just behind them with 11 points. Croatia a little bit behind them with 8 points. As are the Czech Republic, but they have a game in hand. Ireland and Finland just towards the bottom of the table there. In Group D, it's Spain who are top of that one. Montenegro just behind them with a game in hand. Ukraine are sat in third. Israel in fourth. Estonia in just the place above last. And Romania struggling in that one with 4 points as well. In Group E, you have France and Turkey in the top 2 positions there. Serbia just behind Turkey, and Austria as well. It's quite close between sort of Serbia and Macedonia. There's only 4 points in it, so again, that situation could change as long as Turkey start to lose. If they don't, then obviously Turkey will take that playoff spot away from everybody else. In Group F, it's England, top of that one, and Italy in second place. Kazakhstan doing quite well in that group. However, that group is quite easy for England and Italy, really. They got so lucky with that draw. You know, Kazakhstan, Albania, Belarus and Andorra. You're not going to get much fight out of those nations, are you? In Group G, it's Germany, top of that one. Wales in second place. Slovenia just behind them. And Lithuania, not that far behind, and they have a lot of games in hand, especially on Wales. They have 4 games in hand on Wales. That is pretty big. In Group H, it's Haaland, top of that one. Bosnia in second place. Bulgaria just behind them with 11 points. And Northern Ireland with 10 points as well. There's going to be a big finish in that group. Even Hungary could still get into the playoffs with some good results. And in the final group, in Group I, it's Russia, top of that one, with Poland in second place. Switzerland with 9 points there, not too far behind with some games in hand. Iceland only have 6, and obviously San Marino with 0 points. So that's going to be your first part of your Norway qualifying for 2010 FIFA World Cup. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.